Hi everyone, it is Shamila here, and today I have decided that starting this year we are going to be doing some product focus videos, just so that I can share with you a little bit of what we stock in our shop, and the shop's name is Kanje Crafts, Kanje Crafts with a K. That's for those of you who don't know me. Now, I am the sole distributor for Icraft in South Africa. So if you have a shop and you want to stock Icraft, you can come back to me and let me know, and we can let you know what the terms for wholesale is. But if you are a keen scrapbooker and you like pre-made, cut and scored albums, then this product brand has quite a lot to offer, and the prices are extremely reasonable. So today we're focusing on the Toddlers story album. Apologies. And it also has a paperback, which is just adorable. But I thought we would go through the album today, and I can possibly do another video where we actually matte and add the designer paper to the album. So in the range, in the Icraft range, there are several albums. They have an 8x8, a 6x6 album. They've got an octagon, a hexagon, but we will go through all those as the weeks go by. I will create a product focus video of every single one that we've had, and I have done one of it. Ooh, the recollection album. That's the one that I've done. So let me just open this so that I can show you how well the albums are packed. It comes really beautifully packed in a plastic sleeve, and everything you need is in this box. So we've got 12 pages, and if I just raise this I can show you. So this is like a onesie, so there are 12 pages. You've got 4 chipboard sheets, and then you have the chipboard here for the second album, and then you've got all the elements there. And these are just some examples of some of the design team who has created little mini albums. And the product range, a lot of people have complained to say that it's very boy orientated, but I think it's actually generic, because the greens in here, and let's face it, today boys wear pink as well. So let's not focus on pink and blue. This one is for everyone. So we go, here is the little dungaree one. And okay, so there's 2 in each. Let me open it up. I haven't opened this before, so I don't know what's inside. And it appears that they haven't put the DIY in this packet. It's supposed to be a DIY, which does not appear to be in this one. Alright, let's see how far we go, because I am personally not very good with instructions. So I kind of need someone to show me. Okay, so that looks pretty straightforward. Let me just get the picture up here so I can see what I'm doing. At least if I have a visual. So I'm guessing that goes there. So I've got to glue that down there. This is the little pocket. Oh, and this comes at the bottom here somewhere. We've got the rings and we've got the buttons. Okay, so it's not that bad. It's actually quite easy. So let me just pop all these holes quickly. And they have been punched, so all you need to do is to just literally take a sharp instrument like a scissor or pokey tool and just poke them out. Okay, so the back is chipboard. Oh, there's two pieces, so this is just the faux front. Let's see. So I'm guessing that goes there, that goes there, that goes there, and then this is the front. Comes about there, and there's a little indentation here, so we probably need to do pattern paper before we glue all this down, and then that will have to line up with that. This one lines up with that one. Oh, that was painless, absolutely painless. Okay, and we just add the rings. So that's number one. Let's see what number two looks like. Okay, number two. We've got two pieces of chipboard. So one for the front, one for the back. And then there's the little dungaree. And it goes a little bit, there we go. So you're lining that up with that. This is the pocket. What is this? Oh, this goes, it's a double pocket. And that goes there, and that goes there. So what I'm going to do is I am going to decide which papers I'm going to use, and then maybe we can just assemble it together, and I can show you how I'm going to measure my papers, etc., because sometimes this can be a little bit tricky. Okay, let's go through the paperback quickly so you can see what's inside. It's called the Toddler Story, and I think it's universal. It works for both boy and girl, because here we've got some grays and blues and some pinks, and then there's a beautiful lace border on the top there with some floral elements. And all Icraft papers come 2 of each in a pack. They are single-sided, so for those of you who don't like to stick down those double-sided papers, this one is for you. And then this one has, if you don't like the flowers, you don't have to use them. You can use it on something else, on a card. But this is a beautiful stripe here. Oh, I love that one. This is so nice. And this is not really blue. It's like a turquoisey color, I think. And then we've got this one, which could easily be used for both a boy and a girl. It's got like mauves and blues in. Once more, a really nice generic color, and we've got shades of floral elements in the background there. So if you are busy doing an album for a baby, you can quite easily match this up with other pink colors or other pink elements or other blue elements, and then use the generic papers for something else. So all is not lost. This is really cute. And of course, these little elements are so nice and big, you can actually cut them out and use it to make little tuck spots in your album. There's another generic one with dots. I'm a fan of dots and checker patterns, so I like that. And then there we've got some pink. And another green sheet. This might work for a boy because it's got little aeroplanes on. I really like this. I love script, so this is quite nice. And the lace element here is beautiful. And finally, we've got the, I think this is the last one, a blue page with little banners and clouds that you can cut out. I do believe there was an element sheet. I'm not sure if I still have any left. And then of course the back sheet here. Now I don't know if all the paperbacks have it, but I think it will. It's got a powder blue backing sheet, which is almost like a chipboard, but you can use this one as well, which is a cool idea. Here we go. So that's the paper, and I'm gonna see what I normally do is I decide which papers I'm going to use. I paper clip them to my album before I commit, and so I'm going to do that and then come back to you. Okay, so I have already cut out one piece of cardstock. I just kind of checked how to do it so I could share it with you. And now I'm going to do the boys one first. So this is the little dungaree, and all I did was draw a pencil line on the back. Now if you have a brother scan and cut, you can actually do this and then scan it in to your machine and have your machine do all the work for you. But I thought I would do it the manual way, because there's probably many of us that don't have a brother scan and cut. So now I've got my template there, and let me just trim that off. Okay, so I'm going to trim it off right on the very edge here, because I don't want to waste paper, but I also don't need to be cutting with this whole long piece as a tail, and that just makes it more difficult to cut out. So what I'm going to do is I am cutting on the inside of my pencil line, so not on the pencil line, on the inside of my pencil line. There we go, taking the curve. And if you have never cut, or if you struggle with cutting, when you cut paper, we move the paper, not the scissors. And I don't know if you've heard this before, but that makes it so much easier. Instead of you twisting your right or your cutting hand, twist the card. It's easier to twist the card. So go inside of that pencil line, just remember. Now normally I like to leave a border on my things, but to actually go and cut a border here so that there's a white border around it is going to be extremely difficult, for the simple reason that you're going to have to take your ruler and measure 1/8 of an inch or 1/2 millimeter, depending on how much border you like on your projects. So that for me is going to be very time consuming, and I am always, let me cut that off, I am always on a time crunch. So the easiest thing for me to do at this stage now is to rather take some ink, like your distress inks, and do a distressed edge with your ink. That's just going to make it a whole lot easier. So we're going around the curve, turn the paper, not the scissors, and there we go, all done. So where's my, oh here it is, and there we go. So I have cut, let me just get rid of all this residue. I have cut this piece that I feel I'm going to use for my my front, my onesie or my vest, and then this is going here. This is going to be my dungaree. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. And now I need to decide what I'm going to use for my pockets. So what I like to do normally is try and repeat something, you know. So for example, I've got a piece left over here, so I will cut the little pocket out of the green dot so that it coincides or matches up with the little dungaree, and then the pocket I may make a contrasting color, and I might even introduce a plain color cardstock here. I'm not sure yet, so I will be thinking about those things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out all the rest of my papers, and if we look at the actual paper, where did I put it? So it's gone somewhere. Where is it? Oh my word, I had it in my hand like a second ago. Hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna have to find it. I literally just switched off the video and I found it. So if we look at the pages, they are like a smidge smaller than, like literally 1/8 of an inch smaller than the actual covers. So in order to get your pattern papers for this, you're going to have to use one of these to make a template for that as well. So let's just do that. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this, the gray dots. And I try to line it up right on the end so I don't waste any paper. And one of the things I like about Icraft is the quality of the cardstock. It's quite thick. It's about a 200 gram, and it's single-sided, so I don't feel hurt when I actually glue it down onto the paper. You know, it's always hard to choose which side to use. Here we go, and I'm going to cut that out the same way on the inside of the pencil line. Okay, so I have managed to finish the little romper, which I'm guessing is for a boy. I managed to finish this one. I just need to find the embellishment sheet for this range so I can add some extra detail to it. But this is how it turned out. So we've got, I didn't do the back sheet yet, the back of this yet. I will do that later. So we've got okay, maybe I should just turn it like this, like that. So we've got this page, that's the first one, and I just added them randomly. And you guys all know that I am a skinflint, so I actually used up all my little bits that I cut out. That's the other side there. And so once I have cut out a full sheet, I put all my extras to one side, and when I'm busy, like here, I use two pieces of two different cardstocks, and I might just put some buttons down here or something just to embellish it. And then this one, I literally used up scraps. So I created a little design there, and I hope you like it. And it's the same on this side. So really, I never throw anything away. I try and make use of every single little piece of card that I have. I think 10 times before I cut into a new sheet. Same here, I just created a little belt. We can put a button over there. And then on this one, let me just turn it so you can see. This one, actually, I just had one piece left over. I added a piece of washi tape because once you put your photos on here, really, you're not even going to consider the background. So there's nothing here. This is raw chipboard, and then all I did was add a little piece of the gray, which was also an Icraft, and a piece of washi tape there just to make up the, so that there's a little bit of balance there. And I did the same with this one. So we've got some washi tape there, and I added it to the sleeve, so we created a little cuff. And then this one was just a plain sheet of blue, so I used one plain sheet of blue for the whole album. And then this is the back cover. There we go. So I still need to finish off this piece, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I will add pictures to the video when I am done so that you can see how I finished it off, including the front cover once I find all my little other embellishments. So yes, I hope you like it. It was really easy to put together. It wasn't that hard or that long to cut all the papers and embellish. Like I said, I still just need to do the back page. So that's it from me. Until next time, see you in cyberspace. Bye now.